morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever type of day it is. Y'all come on in. Y'all have a seat. Light your blunts up. Come feel me right quick. How y'all doing today? Gotta introduce y'all to Taco the motherfucking bell. What up, Taco? Hell yeah. If this is your first time listening to the show, then I welcome you to Feelin The Breeze. I am your host, Breeze. That's BREEZ to the motherfucking A. And on today's show, like I told you on the last episode, I'm about to get into this little adventure I had with Nature Boy. I'm gonna tell y'all that story on the body of the show. It's a little bit, and y'all gonna hear some audio of him talking about me. Just a little snip, but he was talking about me. Y'all gonna hear all that. And today, me and MK put the Bataros back on. So we gonna get into some shit on why I got into it with Nature Boy, cause he was talking about some homosexuality shit, and we gonna have Young Pharaoh kind of talking about the same thing and how he got into it with some lesbos. Y'all gonna hear him spit his facts and his opinions on that shit. Me and MK just gonna give our commentary and much more. So we gonna wrap this intro up and we gonna get into this show. Let's get it, Taco. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. If you ain't heard about Anchor yet, man, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. I'm about to break this shit down. Yeah, I'm saying shit. First off, it's free. Second, they got creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Also, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can also make money from your podcast.
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
Wait a minute, though, Randy. I've got to ask you very seriously. Do you blame Mr. Jack Tunney, the distinguished president of the World Wrestling Federation, for Ricky Steamboat being the Intercontinental Champion today?
Outstanding interference here. In my moment of glory. I'm living in a nightmare. And I am the cream. And now, not only the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship belt must fall, but the World Heavyweight Championship belt. The cream of the crop. And there is no one that does it better than the Macho Man Randy Savage. Talking to President Jack Tunney, yeah. I'm in my way. Ain't nothing is gonna stop me.
You know, just out of curiosity.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the show. And so, here go this little tale about me and Nature Boy. So, the other day, and this is gonna kind of tie in and set this up to what y'all gonna hear later on with this Young Pharaoh shit and Nature Boy himself. So Nature Boy had went live one morning, and so I was in it. You know, I was in there just listening. I was in there trolling. Fuck that nigga. Just keeping it real. Nigga, I'm in there trolling. Cause you know, with Nature Boy, you never know what you gonna get with this nigga, right? So whatever he say pretty much is content and it's gold. So he go and he take a bunch of callers. He open up his phone line, you know, cause he's like, where does homosexuality? No, his question was, where in the Bible does Jesus teach homosexuality, right? Which actually posed a good question. Just on some, you know, think about it shit. Cause it's like, does Jesus actually teach about homosexuality in the Bible? And he doesn't. They talk about it, but he don't actually teach it. And so that was Nature Boy's question. So people started calling in, and they wasn't answering the question. In his mind, they wasn't answering the question. He was getting challenged. So later on in the conversation, he started quoting Bible scriptures, but he was using them out of context, right? And so I was in his chat, and I was like, hey man, I disagree with what you saying. So in the midst of that, he sent me a request to come join in on his live, right? Now, this dude claims that he's the Messiah, right? He claims he's the Messiah, but he's only glorifying it for himself. So he's taking everything in the Bible out of context and using it for his own gratification, right? So he goes on and he's just talking about, where does it teach it at? And he doesn't teach it. And a lot of stuff that he was saying, I was just letting him talk, because he was saying some stuff that I agree with and some stuff I didn't agree with, but I let him talk. So when it was my turn to talk, I said how I felt. I said, hey, check it out. I said, you believe what you believe. I believe what I believe, and I'm not going to let nobody tell me different. I said, now, in the Bible, you already know it talks about what's going to happen to people that practice that, so I'm not even going to go there. I said, so, and I just said, if that's what you choose, if that's the lifestyle you choose to live, I said, then you already know your fate, and I'm going to leave it at that. And he got a little bothered by that, and I guess his followers got a little by that, but hey, I didn't give a shit, right? I just said, don't bring that shit towards me. But then the conversation, kind of went left field. And this is where I wasn't trying to, but I challenged him, but I wasn't trying to challenge him. And for those of y'all that know about Nature Boy, he don't like nobody challenging him, right? He don't like nobody questioning his thinking. So he said that energy is, before he talked about energy, he was talking about, Jesus talks about that the birds, and with nature, that the birds have to go into nature, and that's how they survive, because Jesus told him, he was saying some stupid ass shit, basically, taking the shit out of context. And then he said that energy is discovered. And when he said that, I said, hold up. I'm like, he said, I told him, I said, energy is discovered? And I said, how do you discover energy? I said, energy is all around you. Energy is created. Energy is mass. I said, energy is all over. I said, when you plug your phone up in that wall, I said, hold on a second. I'm like, you can't create, I said, you can't discover energy. And then, so I asked him, I was like, how do you discover energy? And then but before he asked me that, he said, well, he asked me, where does homosexuality come from? And I told him, I said, I don't know, but I wanted to say, you the Messiah, you supposed to know, right? I said, no, you got to ask the creator. And he didn't like it when I said that. And I'm saying, but it's the truth. I'm like, you got to ask him. I said, because it had to start from someplace. Me and Specs was talking about that. It had to start from someplace. But, and so then that's when he asked about the whole energy shit, right? And I questioned him. I'm like, where does energy come from? I said, how do you discover energy? And then right when it was about to get good, that's when his live cut off. And so I go back in, he opened up the live back in, and then when I come back from break, y'all gonna hear this little snippet of what he said about me. We'll be right back.
Hey, what you say, nigga?
Watch closely. You're about to experience a nigga moment. Webster defines the nigga moment as a moment when ignorance overwhelms the mind of an otherwise logical Negro male,
What did you say, bitch, nigga? Hey, squeeze it, nigga.
causing him to act in an illogical, self-destructive manner, i.e., like a nigga. Nigga moments are unpredictable.
Hey, wait, man, wait. This is stupid. Hey, you right, dawg. Look, let's put the guns away and go on about our business. Freeze!
But they all end up bad. If they had their own category, nigga moments would be the third leading killer of black men behind pork chops and FEMA. It's a fact. Now let's see how a nigga moment affects a white man.
Watch where you walking, bitch.
What did you... Wait a minute. I'm white.
On here for yourselves. Don't even really. You just see somebody that stands up against me like, yeah, he challenged you. Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? He didn't even say anything. What the fuck? The nigga didn't even say nothing. He was bumbling and stumbling. He said he didn't know. I asked him a question. He said he didn't know. He really wasn't. Like, if you thought the nigga was challenging me, though, that shit was funny. There it is. That's funny. If you thought he was challenging me, he didn't even challenge anything. He agreed. Then he gave his belief, and that was it. And his belief, he didn't even understand that. Yo,
What's going on? Can you hear me?
peace, God. How you been, man? No, see. On here for yourselves. Don't even really. You just see some. Nah, nigga. I got you, nigga. I got you, nigga. I got you. I challenged that dome. I challenged your so-called theory, nigga. And you that's probably why you hung up, nigga. Cause you know, when I challenged you about that energy shit, nigga, you couldn't even answer that shit. You was stuck, nigga. See, I wished I would have seen what everybody was saying in the comment section, cause it hung up and shit. But I guess motherfuckers was saying, "Woo, Chief, nigga, he got you, nigga, woo." And hey, but having said that, I just wanted to let y'all hear that little snippet, and now we gonna segue into the next shit. And actually, you've been in here, Nature Boy actually talk about what we was talking about. I just wish I would have recorded that shit. Damn it! I wish I would have recorded that shit, but I didn't. But y'all gonna hear little bits and pieces of that other shit. So I'll be right back. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the show. And here goes some of this Nature Boy shit. All right, he's taking callers on this shit that I was talking about earlier.
I did that wrong.
Okay, no problem. It's okay. Anybody else want to tell me? Anybody in the room want to tell me what Jesus, the Messiah, the Christ, what did the Christ teach us about homosexuality? Did Christ teach about sexuality at all? I'm listening. Did the Christ, Jesus the Christ, teach us about sexuality at all? Jesus taught us about a lot of things. Did Jesus teach us about homosexuality at all? Come on, Bible scholars. There you go. Come on. People in his chat. Everybody who got something to say, what my Bible scholars. People in his chat are putting the scripture in Leviticus. I'm not asking you about what Leviticus said. I said, what did Jesus say in the Gospels? We talk about the Christ consciousness. What did the Christ consciousness teach us about sexuality?
Don't worry, we gonna wait. Let me see your phone, baby.
All right, let me forward it a little bit.
Bruh.
You still standing tall though, man. You know what I'm saying?
That was some nigga.
The question, y'all got Matthew 19 and Matthew 10.
Hold on, let me go back.
You understand what I'm saying? So, like, and we go there
All right, this nigga that's talking
happily,
right
and they
now.
don't give no book bags. And
Hold on, let
nothing
me
to the
pause
kids.
it. This nigga that's talking right now was some dude that Nature Boy talked to, and I guess he befriended him or whatnot. And basically, the nigga is sucking Nature Boy dick, basically, and shit. Talking about, yeah, you doing good things and shit like that. Yeah. This is what that shit is about. But it's gonna end pretty soon.
They don't do nothing but take our money and go.
It's crazy
You understand what I'm
because
saying?
when that Popeye's chicken sandwich came out, celebrities was going in the stores and getting them and eating them.
No, I would never eat that shit, bro.
Like,
Bullshit. You know damn well you ate that damn
the
chicken.
girl Cardi B
That was a
went
setup.
and ate the sandwich. I'm like,
That was a setup, bro.
Yo, it's always good. It's always good to hear.
Yeah. I don't want to hold up your live and all that. Peace, yo. You know what I'm saying? Because you reflection for real. I love myself, yo. Peace.
Peace.
Now this nigga about to start. Yeah, his shit
So
fucking.
you real niggas is out there listening, man. Like,
Now all of this was before I called.
I ain't really worried about these other dudes that can't show their face. Real dudes is listening, man. They out there, man. But we still trying to get back to the question, man. We trying to get back to the question. Y'all got Matthew 19 and Matthew 10? Come on, pull it up. Read it out. I want to hear it.
All right, somebody calling in right now.
Well, to answer your question, Jesus didn't say anything about homosexuality specifically. He just said that he came to fulfill the word of God. And when you go in the Bible and look at the scriptures always refer to other people and what their thoughts are about homosexuality, such as what Paul said in Romans.
Why didn't Jesus address it? Because Paul is supposed to be. Why, if Paul is addressing it, why didn't Jesus address it?
Because Jesus came to fulfill the word of God, and Paul is not Jesus.
Isn't that a part of the word of God? Isn't the word of God life? Isn't that life? The word of God is life. I mean, the truth about everything. So the word of God is the word of life. So if that's the case, how come Jesus didn't talk about sexuality like that?
Well, you asking me that question as though you already have the answer. So I just came on here to answer what you said. You said, what did Jesus say? I'm telling you that Jesus didn't say anything specifically about homosexuality. If you want to say that, if you want to put the...
Let me pause. She just answered the question. But now he's still trying. He knows she answered the question, but he still ain't convinced. Right? Dumb nigga. Let's go.
Homosexuals in the category of being the underdog. Well, Jesus came here he was the rebel for the underdog. He was the one who spoke up for the underdog. So the Bible talks about loving everybody, but everybody has their own idea about the Bible. They say that the Bible is the word.
Answer, what did Jesus say in the Bible about homosexuality?
She just answered the question.
He didn't say nothing against it or anything to it.
We just answered it.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay. So, anybody else want to answer that?
We just answered it. Dumb nigga.
Anybody else want to answer it? Y'all keep calling about Leviticus. I ain't asked you what Leviticus said.
See, he avoiding that shit. He avoiding that Leviticus shit. He know what it say.
What did Jesus say about sexuality? What did he teach us? If Jesus is the Messiah, Jesus had come to...
Ain't you supposed to be the Messiah?
The truth, and nothing but the truth. Then why doesn't Jesus say anything about sexuality in the Bible at all? You answered it, Shamir? Okay. Let's go live, Shamir. Come on, let's go live, Shamir. You answered it.
See that?
Oh, you ain't answer it.
See, anybody
I'm
who...
still waiting, y'all.
Anybody who questions him, he requested them to go live.
But we got another caller. Still waiting. Y'all still typing in. Y'all supposed to be calling in.
See, remember,
homosexuality.
He sought me out
in biblical times. Yo, what's going on? You called to answer the question?
Nah, I was saying that in the Bible, it wasn't spoken about, so it must have was left out.
It's spoken about in the Bible. Oh yeah, homosexuality is clearly spoken about in the Bible, but not by Jesus, the Messiah.
But not by
Jesus didn't address nothing about sexuality in the Bible at all.
I mean, that's true. But
which is leaving us fucked up because.
But it's still all in the New Testament too.
I'm gonna give you the answer real quick. I'm hang up. I'm gonna give you the answer right now.
I'm listening.
Okay. So since nobody gonna answer the question,
we already answered.
I'm gonna give you the answer.
Give us the answer.
Well, somebody did answer the question. I'm gonna tell you why though. Somebody answered the question. There is no, and this is something that needs to be understood, because Jesus came to fulfill the law of God. Jesus talked and cleared up a lot of shit, right? But did not address sexuality. Now, we know sexuality is one of the most number one things that need to be talked about. So we know that the Messiah had to come and talk about some homosexuality or sexual immoralities or anything like that. We have to know about that, right? There is no documented files on Jesus speaking.
All right, so I'm gonna pause this shit, and we're gonna continue with the show.
Pull it out. The taste is gonna move you when you pop it in your mouth. Juicy fruit is gonna move you. You choose a song, it gets right to you. Juicy fruit, the taste is gonna move you.
Boys, ready?
Fusion! Ha!
Yes, you're doing it. Stay with it.
Let me go back. What the fuck is their name? Because I don't even know.
And real ignorance.
That part.
And we have special guest as Marie Livingston.
Hey, Marie Livingston.
You was talking. What? Can you say your name again, please?
It's always talking to me.
Right. Okay. And today we are talking.
Okay, we got As Marie and Ebony. Okay.
About myriad of subjects that we are going to learn from. We're going to dive into sexuality, trans, down low. Why do you guys, let's start with you. Why did you want to talk about this subject?
I don't know, because I just thought that it was very controversial right now that someone came out in support of loving a trans woman and identifying as straight. So that's just very, very controversial. And I think that people are just confused and people want to actually say...
You said that right. You said goddamn transformer.
It's a man dressing up as a woman, but I think it's deeper than that.
I think it's deeper than that.
About that, because I haven't wrapped my brain around that concept. How is someone straight if they are sexually active with someone who is, trans, or if they're in love with someone who's trans? How is that considered straight?
I don't know, I just think it's personal preference. Like, how do you guys pick?
Boom! 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 First of all, let me shoot a message out and check the progress of my live. Okay, now. I want y'all to hear this shit, dog.
All right, let's get it, Pharaoh.
I want y'all to hear this shit, man. I'm gonna go back. Listen.
We acted with someone who is you know, trans, or how, if they're in love with someone who's trans, how is that considered straight?
I don't know, just seeing his personal preference. Like, how do you
Fuck!
Well, in my mind, I've known.
Like, how do you guys make money?
Well, in my mind, I've known, like, trans is so, like, I'm a woman.
I'm a woman. She said it.
I know, like, trans, I'm a woman. Okay then.
She's a woman.
Be that then. Bitch, this ain't motherfucking Power Rangers, bitch.